Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the OCD Backpacker. I'm Matthew Flansburgh, hashtag OCD Backpacker. So we got a lot in this one today. Today we are covering my custom sleep system, how heavy it is, but how much I don't care about how heavy it is, but I do care about how heavy it is, but it's comfortable. And we're going to be introducing KUNKEL in this episode. So sit back, have fun, and enjoy the BIVY or sack sleeve case. Let's show you how this BIVY slash, I don't know, what do you want to call it, case. It's more like a pillowcase, but for pads, mattresses. And here, basically, we engineered this to accommodate for two pads, the SWITCHBACK and the REI Flash that I've had for a number of years, which is awesome. But combining these two together does increase the width, and this is good 2 inches of increase. So we had to accommodate that through the fabric. If you notice, this is inside out currently. But I wanted to show you how the extra 6 inches or 8 inches there of the wool sleeve acts as like a catch. So when this thing is right side in, the things stay together. Both of the mattresses don't leak out of the case itself. And this doesn't have any other parts or pieces, no what do you call it, buttons or anything like that, no zippers. So it minimizes that way, but it is heavy is the only downside. So how did we create this? How did we accommodate for these things? Okay, so the SWITCHBACK quickly is 71 inches tall, 20¼ inches wide. Flash unit's got this strange shape, but it's consistent, 2.5 inches down from the top at 26 inches wide until you get to the end, where at 31 inches it starts tapering down to a 17. So this overlaid on this is, as you can see, we've got a little bit of where the pad underneath is longer, but that actually is accommodated because further down, the blow up is a little bit wider itself. So it's actually, the blow up is about 6 inches, 5¾ inches wider through here. So final dimensions, it'll accommodate both 20¼ at the bottom, 31 up, we taper up to 26 inches wide. So we had 2 inches for the fabric around the border, and we had 2 inches around to accommodate the volume increase. So that'll give us a total, the blanks will be 34 inches wide, 28¼ and they taper at 35 up. So the wool blanket has an extra 6 inches on the 74, which the flannel was made with. Boom, sweetness. So we turned the case, the BIVY, right side in, and this is what it ends up looking like. So we've got the nice wool on the back, this fun patterned by BORA, which I of course will mention again and link. But the way it looks is inside we've got this fold over, which accommodates and keeps both of those things from slipping out at night, which is great. So this is a fully encased unit. Now, what is this good for other than backpacking? Because it's really so heavy and cumbersome to backpack, but this is the perfect bed for me when I go to 14ers. If I want to go on a Thursday night or I want to go on a Friday night, wake up, hit it in the morning, this would be the perfect thing to sleep on. I don't have to bring in my bigger blow-up mattress, which, you know, takes longer to inflate, all that stuff. This is quick. It's warm. It definitely has enough insulation, and now it's got enough padding to go anywhere. So regardless of this being a permanent backpack fixture, if I'm only going to do a couple miles to get to a destination, I'm going to bring this whole set. This is awesome, especially when you pair it up with the pillow that my wife designed and built for it too. This is my pillow. There are many like it, but this one is mine. So my wife sewed this pillowcase cover, and I love it. I haven't gotten into the design yet. Now this is a perfect time too. It's just super cute. It's like a bunch of people, little kids, camping, eating fish and stuff on the grill, a little rabbit creature saying hello, frog guy, birds, happy sun. It's just really pretty, and it's got all these great colors that I love, if you haven't noticed. So this pillow case goes around this pillow. AEROS pillow, ultralight, large. It's fully inflated. When I go to sleep on it, typically I take it down just a bit so it's not too tough. But for the purpose of this demo, this is awesome. So let's show you how it works. So to point out, my wife made this. Thank you, Missy. I am so very thankful. So Melissa Eve, we put this on to cover up a mistake I made. But it even looks cooler now. It looks super cool. So let's deflate it and show you how this thing works. So it's got its two types of nozzles on this. It's got an inflate nozzle, which allows you to blow air into it without losing air. It's kind of like a Schrader valve of sorts, different type of valve. But so you can blow in and it'll keep it from blowing out. But if you need to deflate it, take that secondary valve, and now we're done. So now that we're deflated, this thing comes out really quickly and can be then rolled into its case. But who needs the case? Realistically, you can unfold it in this, and arguably has a lot more protection than this bag. You roll it up. Now again, this is bulky, but you know what? I don't care about the bulk of it at all. It's so freaking cool and beautiful that I love it. Thank you, Missy. This is like one of those things that makes me feel so good out there, because it does get lonely even though you're only gone for a few days, but you think about your family. And then I can look at this and I can smile, say, you know what? My wife approves and she loves me and it's cool as all get out. Look at this little treat. All right, this is where it gets like super fun, having a wife that can sew and giving her the right patterns. So this is a little tiny bag made from the scraps of the bed. It's got two compartments separated by this little guy here, which, by the way, you can put cords in. But inside, right now, is this Lucy light. Before I had the Lucy lights, the ones that light up, but I returned it for a faulty solar panel. So that would sit there at the bottom. Look, my wife kind of kept the original wool company's logo in this little Easter egg, but a little cute little thing. So purpose of this is to carry those two lights. I think this is going to be great for car camping. It's just too cute not to keep around. But what a delightful way to carry around the lights. Thanks, Missy. This is the entire system put together. This is a NEMO 30 RIFF. And I would say, yeah, it does a good job. I think 30 degrees is just about where that breach occurs. And in order to prevent that kind of discomfort in the future, this adds weight, of course, but it also can drop claimed 14 degrees. So we've got this THERMOLITE medium wide insulator that goes inside the bag, and that actually helps my issue with that feeling of the sleeping bag material, which is just not the most pleasant to me. So this will make up for both of those things. So it's got two features with that. getting a closer look, you can see how the pillow form fits right inside the bag, which is pretty cool. Now, one thing that should be mentioned with all sleeping bags is that they're not to be stored in their native carrying case like this. That's fine for when you're on the trail, but especially down bags. I don't know if synthetics either. I think you could always store synthetics rolled, but down bags, they can develop dead hot pockets. And so we don't want to store it rolled up in that little bag. That's a super important thing to know for any level of experience. So the worst thing, well, the worst thing you do is store it in this. Second worst thing is put in this bag, the bags that they come in. The best thing you can do is really hang your sleeping bag up if you have the means, just to keep it aired out, keep it from mildew, any of that, but also from developing any hot spots that can occur. And so fluffing it up every now and then is a really good idea, but keeping it hung is probably the best idea out there. Shout out to my wife, Missy. I am so thankful for this. It's like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And while, you know, the overall scheme of things, this is now realistically probably a 20-degree setup, which is cool. The only downside is its weight. That's the only downside. And so, but this sleep system can be relegated anywhere that I want to go to sleep. It's quick, it's light, relatively speaking, and portable, all those great things. So mobile sleeping station, can't complain, love it a lot. So thank you so much, sweetie, appreciate it. What the Brian Adams?
Hello, my dispatcher says there's something inside uber comfortable.
What the? Who let you?
Your wife let me in, that's why they sent me. I am an expert.
Yeah, Matthew. Well, I almost believe in nothing. Your sleep system is uber comfortable. Oh, yes. Uber comfortable. And let me enjoy this chamomile tea that your wife made me with the honey from episode 3. Oh, that's nice. All right, Uli, what's your backstory?
Yeah, back in my youth, I was in a Euro discotheque pop synth band named Autobahn. I then moved to Hollywood, started in a few roles, and then got deported on suspected kidnapping charges. The charges were dropped. She kidnapped herself. In my homeland, I grew sad and lonely, but I starred in a couple VW commercials.
We just dropped it like it's hot. V-Dub representing Deutschland. Yo, V-Dub got Mike in the house. What's up? And his tricked out whip. What does this do?
It sucks in air.
It's definitely sucking.
Yo, Mike, you want us to unpimp this thing? Let me hear you say, what?
What?
V-Dub holding it down on the engineering tip, y'all. Yeah. Dub here in full effect with Trey and his ride. What time is it?
I don't know.
Time to unpimp the auto. Oh, snap. German engineering in the house, yeah.
Well, I believed in nothing. Eventually I found backpacking, and now I believe in ultra comfortable backpacking gear. Yeah, we loves the sleep system, Matthew.
So basically what you're saying is you're like one of those shoulder demons or angels, something like that?
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, but tell your wife it's time for the nap.
Uli KUNKEL, everyone. And just to make sense of some of the spreadsheet symbols, when you see this symbol, that means it's uber comfortable and Uli KUNKEL approved. So thanks for tuning in to episode 5. Have a great day.